Hello everybody and welcome back to week 6 of dividend investing. We're currently sitting at 646 for the portfolio sides with a $19 profit from the previous week and $600 total invested into the portfolio. ORC and ARR are in the lead with the most money I've invested, with O at $56, SCHD at $51, and so on and so forth, as you can see here. As you can see by our charts, real estate is taking up a big portion at 64% due to their overall returns at this time. I'll be looking to balance this out more in the future, but for the time being I am focusing on maximizing my returns week to week. ORC is holding 32% of our portfolio, with ARR close behind at 14% as well. If we go to actual stocks here, you can see the current values as they're updating, the profits from each one, with our percent profits being displayed. $17 with ARR is the highest percent profit we have currently, with an 18.62% since we've invested, but that's just because of the stock price increasing since our initial investment. We also have ORC coming in at a close second place, not even close, it's like about half, at 11.05%. Just from the growth from we initially invested. However, I should say that this percent was probably a little bit higher a little bit ago when it was at 86, because we had 14 shares then. Yeah, we were looking at 25% back then, roughly, give or take. So the percent profit has gone down, but it's only because we just bought into it more when it had a higher average cost. But because of the average cost at 6.96 cents and the current price being $7.82, that's how we're looking at percent profit there. Dividend yield is still at 23.02%, which is going to be awesome for us, especially with the 26 shares. We should be expecting $26 a year just from this investment, which is hella good. ARR, we're looking at a $4 dividend investment per year per share, with the initial price being, I think it's $18.89, which is pretty good, all things considered. So that 22% yield is looking awesome. However, some things I have noticed just recently is USOI is pulling a 24.15% return. So we might start investing for next week. We might drop the $100 into USOI so we can get financial up there on our chart as well. So it's not just real estate taking up more than 50%. TRML, I'm not that confident in maintaining the 80%, but I'll keep looking into it. If it does, then I might drop some more money into here as well, because that is a good amount to have. 80% is nuts. Something I've realized I wanted to do for my balancing for the series is I want to have a 75% of my stocks being to high yielding, like 25% and plus dividend returns. And with that, it can carry the rest of my portfolio to have an average yearly return of around 20% in returns and dividend returns, which would be really awesome in terms for long-term growth. However, that being said, well, I'll do my best to maintain that, but that's not going to happen every year or every month. But I'll definitely do my best to do that with buying and selling the stocks that are provided to me. The bottom 25% of my dividend portfolio is going to be more safer ones that have long-term growth potential regardless of what I do. Like SCHG is one of those. They do have a 3.58% yield, which is relatively low in comparison to ORC and ARR, as well as USOI or even TRML. But that being said, they have really consistent dividend payments, with dividend growth as well as stock growth. So that's a very reliable stock that I can look at and be like, yeah, okay, in 10 years time, that's going to grow and I'm going to be able to collect my money's worth. Even if it's like a, I don't know, 7% growth overall over those years, it's still something I can actively rely on. As time progresses, we'll do more investigations into which stocks are good and which stocks aren't. But for the time being, given the time that I have to invest, I'm kind of doing it based off of just the yield percent numbers as I can. That being said, we have one dividend to report, and that's on 11/29. We got 89 cents from ARR. Woohoo! And then we have these other 7 that are reported to come in as time progresses, but we haven't reached those date yet, so they haven't actually come in yet. But the 89 cents is kind of awesome to see, because this is our first official dividend payment, and I can't wait to see what it's going to look like in a year from now, however much money we're going to have invested and however much dividends we're actually going to be receiving. So this is basically it. We can go to our Robinhood account here. We can see the pending dividend payments as they're coming in, as well as the one that has been received and reinvested automatically. You can also see the other stocks here with the total returns being to $23.70, $16.42, so on and so forth. But if you want to look at my equity, here's what we're looking at for those shares. And that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, as always, be sure to comment, like, subscribe for more. Do hope to see you all next week, and I hope your guys' portfolio is doing as well as mine, if not better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you all next time. Adios. Have a fantabulous day. Peace.